was surreal.
And on to number 6.
Yeah, it's like it's not easy to do. It's not many programs that win national championships, but I got to tell you, the mind has definitely already started turning to the things we got to do to be in the mix for number 6.
And hopefully some sleep.
Some sleep, but that's, I think tonight into tomorrow, it's Easter, so tomorrow's a light day. And then we really do get back to kind of functioning as a program on Monday. So the joyride ends, and it's really about what we're going to do next year.
Dan,
Thank you.
life-changing week for Jordan, obviously in a number of ways now. And 2 years kind of goes by like that. What do you think of his whole journey?
It's perfect.
It's had some ups and downs.
I mean, Hollywood script. How we would love to do it. I think that our niche is, that 2-year window, to potentially, like a third year with a player would be great. But really a player like Jordan, just we both hit it perfectly for each other, and it's rare that it's such a win-win, where the university gets the trophy and then the player gets to be the lottery pick. He couldn't have delivered more.
Where do you stand with some of the other guys who have decisions to make? Would you mind just kind of running us through that?
Yeah, I just think with every player, it's each individual. There's obviously options. There's pro ball. There's NIL. There's the transfer portal. Things are, this may be the last year where you have a chance to kind of win it. I don't know, the way we were able to do it by building a program, and I know that that's the way that we're going to continue to do it, but obviously there's a lot for these guys to consider. I think everyone's decision is a little bit different, and you just hope that a lot of them wait. I think for Jordan it was very clear-cut. I think for some of the other guys, it makes more sense for them to return here. For some other guys, it's probably going to take a little bit more time to weigh the pros and cons.
What are some things like a guy like Adama has to consider in this, from your perspective, in this?
Yeah, I think, listen, Adama is one of the best players in the country. How he's not an NBA draft pick, how he can't immediately, be on the 15-man roster of an NBA team. He's a special player. He's one of the greatest players in UConn history. His skill level's gone up every year to the point where he's making threes and driving the ball this year. I think by the time his draft process is over, his workouts, he'll prove himself to be an NBA player, and there won't be any more speculation. Just like Tyrese had to do.
He's going to take part in some workouts and everything. That's the plan.
Yeah, I think that for him, I think he's earned the right, I think, to go through that process because he's one of the best players in the country, and obviously keep his options open. But we'll see. I mean, he's accomplished so much at this level. He's got a lot to think about.
You already you have a great recruiting class come in, but this is a situation you want to capitalize on.
Yeah.
So how do you?
Yeah,
we want.
Listen, we want as many players to return, not in a selfish way. If it makes sense for somebody to leave, and their value is greater somewhere else, then you go take advantage of those opportunities like Jordan. But you obviously want as many guys returning from a national championship team as you can return. That makes sense in terms of like roles and how you still see things for them. That doesn't change. But in order for us to put ourselves back in the mix for number 6, we've got to continue to get better.
And how's this giving you a boost recruiting-wise?
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to play at UConn?
Right.
We've proven that we could compete and win a national championship. Every year we're putting players in the NBA draft. We don't hold our players back. We get our young players on the court, we develop them, we get them to the NBA quickly, and we win big while we're doing that. And everyone loves watching our team play because of how hard we play, how unselfish we are, and the culture and the camaraderie. So, unless there's something else going on in recruiting, why wouldn't you want to come here?
Dan, what was it like on the bus as you were coming down Trumbull Street and kind of see the wave of fans?
Yeah, it was stunning, really. You never know how it's going to go today. Even driving in, because it was a little cold, and just don't know what it's going to be like. And then you get, you drive in, you're like, oh wow, there's a lot of people walking down there, and then you get on the float, and you're like blown away. That was unbelievable.
And when did you know that you and Andre were going to have a special relationship? You guys are kind of like kindred spirits in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he's it's different with him. Even the ones you love, you develop that strong bond, that strong connection. With him, it's different because I think in the recruiting process, like me and him, we built it there where like I went and saw him the maximum 7 times that you could see an underclassman, and like, I made the phone calls. I didn't leave any of his recruitment to Tom, or all of it. Tom did a great job, but like I built a relationship with him. His family is like my family. They might as well be from Jersey City, be from Jersey. It's just we have all the same shared values.
But that's kind of the relationship that's at the core of this when you think about it.
Yeah, I give Andre really. I'm an unbelievable player, and Jordan. Obviously, these guys are special. But Andre, it was always Andre. It was always his leadership. It was always what he saw from last year's team in terms of getting that locker room energy and group right. And he worked on it from summer, and it paid dividends in January when we were playing bad, and he needed to really lead the team through that, and it really paid off.